Welcome to the Dad Dream Gamer. I'm a dad and I'm a gamer. Pretty much all there is to it. So today we're going to be talking about Palworld, that very viral game at the moment. It's actually quite addictive. But obviously in Palworld, one of the ultimate chases are those legendary schematics. We're all chasing them. These blueprints give you that one-off chance to be able to create the very best items in the game in regards to armor and weapons. In this quick, I'm going to bring you 4 incredible ways to be able to farm these schematics, which you can do at almost any level. So it's a good starting point for people that are new to the game, but also experienced players that are struggling to get those schematics. To start with, I chucked up on the screen. If you're ever curious about what world bosses or high level checks can get you what schematics, on the screen it's going to show you now. I'm also going to make an in-depth guide on how you can actually obtain these as well. Firstly, we have the high level dungeon chests. In my opinion, these are an absolute pain in the arse. But basically, you know that if you're going into a dungeon, any dungeon at all in this game, across the board, you'll get to that boss, and there will be a room behind that boss which is blocked off unless you defeat a boss. It's a bit of a ball ache if I'm completely honest, because you'll spend 10 to 15 minutes to do it, die 15 times, then you'll get access to 2 very high level chests. Now obviously, the higher level the dungeon, the higher level the chests. So if you want a bit of a challenge, go for a big boy one. However, make sure you can handle it. That being said, there is a little tip to this. So if you come in one of these dungeons at night, you've got a pal that you could mount or fly, even easier. 9 times out of 10, them dungeon pals are going to be asleep, so you could just whiz straight over the top. Obviously, don't forget, depending on the dungeon, you're going to need those heat resistant armor or those cold resistant armors. But at night time, dungeons are the best to do this. Now with the barriers, if you mount and you get your angles right, you can simply just throw your mount over the barriers and you can jump over and remount. You can then go straight up to those chests, grab your 2 chests, and you're done. It's really as simple as that. It's a great way of getting not only the high level schematics but high level items in the game early on as well. So get this one while you can, guys, because I don't think this is going to be around for much longer. We have a bit of a cheeky one here. It's a great tactic for farming those high level world bosses. So bosses like the Jet Dragon, the Twins, the Frost Stallion, and any other high level bosses. This will not work on the dungeon bosses or the shaft bosses, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, it just works where you require you to have a second or third base, which you can implement. Therefore, you can use it to put down as close as possible to the world boss. I'm just going to show you on screen now with the Jet Dragon. So sometimes it won't let you get as close as what you want, but just keep walking backwards until it allows you to place it. And then you're going to build your power box there, and you're going to put your best pals in there. And all you've got to do is really just draw out that Jet Dragon with either an arrow or even a gun. Just shoot it. It will come over to you, and then your pals will attack. Just make sure you set them to aggressive, and then once they're set to aggressive, they will attack. Remember, you need to be throwing your power balls at them so that you can catch the world bosses as well. That one's pretty much the easiest one. The Jet Dragon is probably one of the hardest ones to capture, but good example here as well. Just keep watching on the screen. Now this next one is about a specific area on the map. So on the top right is a little island that spawns multiple high level chests. So this is pretty much a hidden loot cache. All you really need is a flying pal, and basically you just fly up there, you fly around and you'll see all of these chests that keep spawning in this area. Now you can just pop in and out, pick up the chests, and as you're flying around the outside of the island, because you're coming out of range, they will respawn. So it's a freebie really. You're just going to need a flying pal and also that heat and cold resistant armor depending on the type of day that you're going there. You can see on the screen now where these chests are as well. It might be easier for you to mark them on your map as well. They won't always be there, but in my experience, 9 times out of 10 they have been. They don't only just drop schematics, they also drop manuals, will give you those extra technology points. So if you need to upgrade any schematics and unlock anything in the build menu, perfect way to get it done here with these technology points. It's essentially just a farm for you to be able to get items that you can sell, but also those blueprints just to upgrade. So it's quite a good place. I would recommend going in. And lastly, my last strategy here is a little bit of a tough one, because you're going to need the rocket launcher, which you can only re-get at level 50, and you need a PAL that is capable of freezing enemies. Now it's a bit cheeky, because all you need to do is get your PAL to do their freeze spike attack, freeze the world boss there, and then you're going to shoot it with a rocket launcher. You'll shoot it 8 or 9 times and you'll see it fly in the air, and then the world boss will actually die of full damage. You can just jump over there and get the legendary schematic that way, and then the loot is dropped. Perfect for world bosses like the Jet Dragon and the Twins as well, but does not work on all world bosses. For example, Frost Stallion, for obvious reasons, and anyone in dungeons, because obviously it would shoot up, hit the top, and then just bounce back down. So there we have it. A few ways of obtaining those legendary bosses there. So I hope you found this video useful. I'm new to this, so give us a thumbs up and a comment, and hopefully see you again in the future.